Alright, what is up, guys? So this is another fun little product research tool that I use that is called Thieve.co. And so basically what these guys have done is they started a YouTube channel that they haven't been keeping up on as much, but basically where they organize a set of kind of influencers and products curators, and then give you kind of the output of what their favorite picks are from Aliexpress. So they do a lot of the sorting for you, and while you can't always just directly copy what they have, looking at these products that they think are cool, right? They feature collections under 5. They have a featured section for this week. So usually at least like once a week, I'll take a look through Thieve.co just to see what they have going. And we'll take a quick look together just to kind of see what the website's like, right? So they're featuring, a clock here, a pen. This looks like a digital scale jug, which is kind of cool. Black and gold straw sets. These would be very difficult to think about trying to sell for yourself, but some people like these festive looking straws, and this might be interesting for somebody who cooks or bakes a lot and needs to weigh out liquids in a speedy way. They have a knitted skinny tie, and so we can look through a lot of these, but I prefer to kind of let them do the organization for us. So this is currently on new. I like to take a look at trending. So we see kind of a wooden desk organizer, which is really cool. You can have a lot of things on top and kind of slide your keyboard underneath. LED string lights, some fashion stuff, some retro vintage leather suede roll top. It's great. They have some electronics, some cool little clocks, suspension lamps. Modern furniture is also a great one. We talked about collapsible kind of plastic furniture. It can be really good because it's super easy to ship and create. We can also take a look at sale and see what they have kind of on sale. They have some, powerful zoomable flashlights. These are great. These are absolutely great for Facebook and for people who like home decor, which is very easy to target on Facebook advertising. They have knife sets. This looks like gold choker, so a necklace, incredibly cheap. You could probably put that on for $9.95, free plus shipping with an upsell, which would work great. Some cool little compressions pants. Folding USB studio light box, great. Photography and things like that, super portable. Let's take a look at most popular. And guys, always kind of utilize, these websites that we go through together, always utilize their sorting mechanisms, because you kind of put the onus on them. They want to portray what people are most likely to buy, so people come back to their site. And so, again, this is a fantastic looking product right here that I would never think about selling. Kind of a wooden decor themed niche store with bamboo sunglasses and wooden alarm clocks and wooden desk organizers and things like that might be a great idea for somebody to kind of take a look at and see what it looks like. Magnetic cloud key holder. This is awesome. What a great product for Facebook advertising, right? Very visually appealing. An Edison light bulb. I know people who are selling these on Amazon and doing absolutely incredible numbers. 64-bit gold USB drive for 1 cent. That seems almost too good to be true, so you probably want to follow up and make sure that that's not the case. Watches are, kind of a perennial classic as far as drop shipping, but again, with that comes steep competition. Ultra thin dimming desk lamp. This is great. Yeah, so these are all very good. We could go through a lot of these. I love this right here. A giant LED digital clock. I would definitely buy one of these. The Mona Lisa on socks. Socks are a great one, especially for art lovers and things like that. This is amazing, very beautiful. Magnetic hourglass. I love that. And so just looking through this website for a few minutes, we found some really awesome stuff here. A phone pocket printer that would be very difficult to find at a box store, right? It would be very difficult to find most of these things at your local Walmart. They're very specialized. Many of them are quite visually appealing, unique, small, obviously cheap. And so I would look through all of these. I would probably, jot down as many of them as I could into a Google Word doc with the links, and then I would do my product research. I would go to AliExpress. I would kind of compare, who are all of the people selling these specific items. I'd compare prices against the number of reviews and positive feedback and things like that. I'd find my supplier, and then I would just go through kind of the normal questions and send them the template that I send to all of my AliExpress buyers. And I will include the exact template that you guys can just copy and use for yourselves to send to AliExpress suppliers. And it's going to give you all of the information you need to feel really protected. And that will be in the module on finding your dropshipper. So in the next module. So that's kind of a really cool little website that I like to use from time to time. You guys should definitely check it out. Again, go through the featured, go through new, trending, sale, most popular. You can also take a look at the ones that they review, which is great because then you can get some real feedback because they actually purchase these themselves and kind of go through the reviews. So I hope that helped, guys, and we will definitely see you on the next